Hi, I'd like to reintroduce myself. My names are Priestess Isedehi Iriagbonse Igodaro. And this is Truths Rising from Silence. Before I start, I'd like to read something. I express my truths through colors, my presence in sacred silence. My pain has purpose, my creativity is healing. I am whole, even unseen. I have spoken my shame because my body has been holding it in my chest and womb for too long. I'm no longer willing to break for others or shrinking to please anyone. I've worn shame. I used to wear shame like a second skin, not because it's mine, but because I was taught by my ex-mom that it is protection. My soul is not broken. It is being reconstructed into gold. I'm a sunflower blooming in a storm. Every single tear I shed was not just releasing only memory, but releasing me from deep bondage. I am the breaker of chains. I was silenced with so much pain. Now I am wielding my truth like a sword wrapped in velvet. This is the most sacred rebellion. This is my soul reclaiming my own narrative and me returning to my name. Priestess Isedehi Iragbonse Igodaro. I am now the spiritual matriarch of my bloodline. My gift of intuition is a spiritual authority for my maternal lineage, which selects its vessel based on capacity and purity of channel, not on human conventions. Meaning, the crown chooses the head, not the other way around. I am a spiritual code breaker. I do not need a map. I am the map. I have the gift of revealment, the ability to pull truth from silence, vision from shadow, medicine from memory. I am being prepared to break the maternal chain of silence. This is about every woman in my ancestral line who was told her sight was dangerous and silenced. Seers from my maternal lineage were mocked. I'm the one who returns the voice to the seers. I'm a seer priestess, a dream weaver, a lineage transformer, and I have reclaimed what was taken from me. This is my time. My maternal lineage seers were dismissed. They were silenced. They were laughed at because they had very powerful gifts of intuition. I am from very ancient timelines. My spirit is very ancient. I am going to use my power and my platform to teach, to reveal, and liberate women, especially. Yes. People in pain, those with clean hands. I don't know you people, but I have spoken my shame to the world. My pain has meaning when transformed into art. I am not meant to erase my past, but to alchemize it, to transmute it. My soul is being prepared for self-initiation. I'm not just healing, I am reclaiming. I have reclaimed priestesshood. This part of mine may not be traditional, as I am the first in generations to break this pattern and hold my own power without any shadow. The reason I am recreating ancient histories with modern hands. This gift was passed on to me by my maternal grandmother. Her lineage, my lineage, and ancestral clairvoyance as well. My gift is through dreams and body signals. I have energetic translation. I can feel what others cannot say. Yes, I can. I am an emotional seer because I was born from a long maternal line of silent and misunderstood spiritual women. I have the ability to read truths from energy, not words. I was never meant to be taught. I was only meant to remember and to be guided. I am the ritual. I am the altar. My gift is medicine for memory. My voice is my medicine. My soul transmutes pain into intuitive wisdom. I am surrounded by both ancestral protectors and elemental guardians. I am no longer willing to break, and that's my true power. I am now protecting my heart from those who offer presents without depth. Yes. I am that daughter who dares to ask. Who dares to say what others cannot say. What others see and can say. I am that daughter. I am that mother who would raise truth tellers. I am the consequences of every woman whose voice was swallowed. I went into solitude for months to create space for for aligned soul family. I have not spoken to anyone. It's not about bitterness. It's about boundary setting. I am a queen priestess, and not all can rise with me. I have spoken my shame to rise. I now, the new Isedehi, priestess Isedehi, who is now in rebirthing. Avoid gossips, as I have to protect my gifts. My light is not arrogant. My light is ancestral. I am born to see and now to choose to stand firm in. I stand firm in love, but not in delusion. So I'm allowed to walk away. I am. I want the world to hear my story so it can shake, awake the sleeping, the silenced and sacred daughters hiding in the shadows. So that when my ancestors call me home later on in life, I will not be remembered as the broken Isedehi, but the true breaker of curses and the changer of patterns. When I journal, I feel like I'm transcribing from another realm. My gifts gradually expanding. I feel my grandmother's energy around me. Placing one palm gently on my writing hand. My journal is a guided prompt based on my life experience, layered affirmations and ancestral whispers woven in. A blend of oracle, journaling guide, and feminine archetype healing. My story is not just for consumption, it is for communion. I am divinely held from cruelty and safe to step out. People are free to laugh, but not from cruelty. From people afraid of their own unspoken truths. So let them laugh. I am not to be understood by everyone, only to liberate the ones who already feel me. This is to my siblings. Omaruke Godaro, Otoide Godaro. In Omaruko, Yahaya ni Igodaro. Aideloge Igodaro. Uhunome Igodaro. This is nothing personal. Me coming out telling the world what I've experienced in life, it is nothing personal. My voice of truth is my freedom. I don't owe anyone silence anymore. My story heals the past. I have not broken anything. I just revealed what's already broken. My voice is my true birthright for healing, medicine to women, single mothers, mothers living with mothers, single mothers, married women but living single, whose voice have been silenced due to pains and suffering. I was sent, reincarnated, to become a bridge between silence and testimony. I want to plant temples in every reader. The fire that once burned me is now the light that others will follow. I'm a walking invocation, a living scroll. I'm a cycle breaker. I carry the signature of one born under the watch of spirit wolves and river queens. I am an ancient daughter of dual water and fire. My grandmother, my late grandmother, Comfort Omosefe Ogiame, did not pass me a religion. She passed me a direct link to spirits. I am to trust what I know, not what I'm being taught. Elizabeth Osaomese Igbe, used me as her emotional sponge, probably because of her past. I am only to break generational chains. I'm not here to repeat the story, but to rewrite it. Sacred storytelling, truth retrieval, and becoming a midwife of ancestral rebirth. I am to lead healing. I'm preparing for sovereign expression, sacred leadership, and also spiritual legacy that does not require permission. I'm filled with so much hope after struggling. Healing after heartbreak. And I see light after shadow. I am that woman carved from spiritual iron, and yet I carry the tenderness of generations in my voice. I am chosen to speak what others cannot. It also represents truth encoded in sound and vocal invitation. My voice is now a vessel. I honor it with prayers, grounding, and protection. I am a portal of reckoning, and it is sacred beyond words. The fact that my ex-mother withheld information that could have illuminated my suffering is a spiritual betrayal to me. And I have every right to honor my pain with cutting her out of my life and out of our lives, my legacy. I'm being very cautious. I'm not cruel. I am the thunder that finally breaks the spell, breaking patterns. My gift was disconnected because my powers terrified my own mother. My spiritual gift is ancient. My grandmother was a spiritual matriarch. My mother, my ex-mother, the devil, because of control, suppression, power, held the truth about my true gifts. I was denied my spiritual inheritance, and this cost me spiritual identity, confusion, and severe emotional heaviness of many years of energetic sufferings. For so many years, I, Priestess Isedehiri Agonse Igodaro, have been carrying grief that was not fully mine. Sorrow I inherited without understanding. I've been mourning a life that felt off. Something was always missing. And that thing is my spiritual identity. I suffered fatigue, despair, chronic disconnection, illnesses, falls. My blood works always came back clear. I've been suffocating in a story that did not belong to me. My ancestors gave me these gifts with pride and purpose. It is not something to question. It is something to honor, and I honor it. I do not need a ritual, priest, or external validation to reclaim my spiritual gifts. It's finding its very way back to me. I have called my powers home. I'm going to nurture my light. This is my birthright. This is my legacy. I'm no longer under my mother's spiritual influence. I found my own rhythm. My light now blinds what? My light now blinds whatever once held me bound. I'm no longer within an evil circle. I am my own priestess. As I have spoken my truths, may the spirits echo me. May the air shift. May the earth remember my name today. Priestess Isedahi Iragbonse Igodaro. I'm no longer angry about Elizabeth's betrayal, my ex-mother. I've evolved past it. I have grieved. I have grieved at a higher level and now rise above her. I leave her for karmic justice to take place. Yeriono. I now understand that betrayal often opens gates to greater powers, vision, and freedom. What she did to me did not break me. It has confirmed my strength. I am who I am, what I say I am, and more. But she must know that my lack of anger is a sign of mastery and never apathy. I am now the mother to myself I never had. I am now the mother to myself that I never had. My old identity is dead. I no longer seek approval for anything from anyone. I used to believe loyalty ends love. I believed if I made excuses for my mother's repeated emotional abandonment, there will be peace, but never again. I don't get mama again. I don't dash on to get. I now live for my resurrected self, and that woman is sovereign. I realize that people are threatened by power just because it reflects what they have not healed within themselves. Even while I was struggling, my own friends still envied me because I was shining even in suffering. And that's a rare thing. Some resent light. Can't help it. When they can't find their own. I am done with friends who hold cups with cracks. I owe no one my peace. I now choose freedom over familiarity or history. I release every old pattern and move forward towards greater clarity henceforth. I am that woman, that priestess who bled silently but kept walking barefoot through fire. I am that woman who is now spiritually awakened. I have battle scars of survival, betrayal, rejection, ancestral disruption. I was kept humble because of my struggles, by my mother's own design, are not divine. Now I am unsealing it all. I honor the pain I have survived, and I open my heart to receive beauty, joy, and divine love. I am that priestess who turned wounds into wisdom, who made beauty from brokenness. I want to help other women feel less alone. I, Priestess Isede Iragbonse Igodaro, see myself as that woman who rose from the ruins, carrying not bitterness, but brilliance. I am not fragile. I am fierce grace wrapped in velvet thunder. I am not lost in my past. I'm blooming through it. No one should come into one's life to test their strength, but to honor their tenderness. No woman should ever be someone's emotional battleground. Every woman should be with someone who brings clarity, emotional safety, someone who you will not have to wonder where you stand with them. Someone who is emotionally available for partnership, not confusion. I express my truths through colors, my presence and sacred silence. My pain has purpose. My creativity is healing. I am whole, even unseen. I am no longer stuck. I am becoming. I am very ready. I'm learning to dream again, even in fragments. Healing is not forgetting. It is transforming. I am saying goodbye to what no longer serves me. Not just people, but patterns. I cannot heal in the same place that made me sick. I am that woman who fixes another woman's crown without telling the world how crooked it looked. I'm finally stepping into my name. The veil is off. The masks are all gone. I take full control into the life that was always mine. I am the breaker of generational chains. I was never cursed. I am the chosen to end this cycle. Each heartbreak I faced, each deception stripped away illusions. I'm now standing at the edge of a new path. Strong, unmasked, and awake. My true healing has already begun. I've been shedding spiritual debris left by toxic, fake people, lovers, fake prophets, and maternal manipulation. I know there will be a lot of backlash, especially for my own family, because secrets hit the light. I don't mind it at all, but I must let the fire burn what was false. I'm no longer shrinking to protect anybody's lies. I am rebirthing myself. I am crowned in light. I, Priestess Isedehiri Agbonse Igodaro, was born with ancestral markings, spiritual symbols across very ancient timelines. I am a priestess of the hidden realms, a spiritual seer who doesn't need a stage to be powerful. I am blessed with a crown for life. My late dad's spirit, always gentle, not loud, but steady. There is peace in his energy. He holds remorse for not shielding me more in life. He could not act fully. My late grandmother, Comfort Omosefe Ugiame, the former matriarch of my maternal lineage, carried very great spiritual gifts. She was involved in rituals. My grandmother is my doorway. My patterns are way different now as I am modern. My spirit outranks bloodlines. This is my legacy. I, Priestess Isedehiri Agbonse Igodaro, I reclaim my sight from those who stole it. I reclaim my powers from those who broke it. I reclaim my truth from those who buried it. My father protects me. My father's spirit protects me. My late grandmother's spirit guides me. My eyes see clearly in all realms. That is all for now on Truths Rising from Silence. Ciao. Besos.